Hey there guys, how's it going? Thanks for checking out today's video. I want to start off by saying thank you so much for all the support on the last video. I wanted to see if you guys could hit 1,000 likes, and you hit 1,400 as of right now, which is a lot more than I expected, and it's higher than we've had in a long time. So obviously 1,000 is way too easy for you guys, so we're going to aim for 1,500 today. So if you haven't hit the like button yet and you like this series, do it now. And if you're thinking, oh, I'll let everyone else do it, your like is as important as everyone else's. It'll be absolutely incredible. I mean, it's about 10% like rate. It's ridiculous. Anyway, enough waffling on about all of that. Obviously, this is Small Tribe series. You want to see a little bit of action, and I've got a little bit of that for you today. We've actually got a raid on a snake, and I hate snakes. Goddamn snakes. So if you missed the last video, we wiped this Korean tribe that had some sneaky offline raid teaming guy on their side. They gave us loads of advanced rifle bullets. Things are looking pretty decent for us, really. After that raid, it was a big effort. So we were relaxing for a few days, but then we heard a rumor of what happened with this tribe that we're going to be raiding here. Now, it's not too much crazy action here because there wasn't anyone online, but you get to see the technique we used to get past a really tricky turret tower and how we managed to do it without taking too long. Actually ended up using the tech rifle, which wasn't as good as expected, but you'll see how we managed to utilize it in the video. So what's the story with these guys? These guys had built up on the opposite side of the bioloom, not far from the entrance. That's actually near the bioloom, the surface entrance, the one that's very popular. And they haven't really bothered us or anything. They hadn't been super aggressive, so we'd kind of left them. They seemed pretty chill and all that kind of thing. So we'd been told by one of their members that they were actually getting attacked by another tribe, which is fair enough, whatever. Other tribes do whatever. But because of that, someone in their tribe managed to convince them to give them leader under the pretense that they knew the other tribe and that it would help them not get raided. I don't know, but anyway, what ended up happening is this guy took tribe leader and then kicked everyone out, literally everyone. So it was just him left in the tribe. Now that is a super snake move, and I absolutely hate stuff like that. It completely spoils the ARK community. It completely spoils PvP, like hours and hours of people's work and whatever, but it is part of the game, even if it is something that we absolutely hate. So had absolutely no qualms with going up and looking to take out this guy, especially as the guys actually told us who'd been kicked that, you know, some good loot in there. They'd pretty much admitted the fact they're going to lose it all, but why not let us have it? We'd been pretty chill tribe on the server, even though we're big enough that we could have raided a lot more people than we have done. So anyway, we decided to go up there. We took our force field. Force field, if you don't have one, guys, is a super nice thing to have for raiding, especially if you live on aberration, where you can make elements super easy. It's really difficult to blow up if you don't have element yourself. It takes loads of explosives to blow up, and you can pick it up and put it other places. So we've been using that as a fob, well, instead of a fob, and it's been working out good so far. So we stroll up, and these guys have actually got some nice turret towers. Now, they've actually got like a big chandelier style turret tower going all the way from the top to the bottom. So we couldn't just take out the top and it will all fall down, or take out the bottom and it will all fall down. We had to like drain it or take out both sides. It ended up being quite tricky. Now, the tech rifle was good, but the tech rifle won't be effective past the range that a high range turret will be, if you know what I mean. So if the turrets are on high, you can't just tech rifle them down. It's too far for it. So we did actually have to do quite a lot of draining here. Now, in the previous episode, I talked about what dinos are best for draining and the research that I did recently. So I want to be completely up to date with how effective everything is. And in all honesty, stegos are probably still the best, even though they do take quite a lot of damage. Now, if you go and test it yourself using the RPG style numbers, you'll see they take like 40 damage per turret bullet with a primitive saddle. And obviously it's not too bad because a lot of people can get good saddles, but they probably still aren't the best for soaking, just because they're so useful in terms of you don't get shot off of them very easily. It's very hard to get shot off of a stego at any height, and a trike, although it takes less damage, a trike takes about 9 damage with a primitive saddle. That thing is super tricky to not get shot off, especially if you're if the turrets are up high or you need to turn around quickly or anything like that. So trikes do take less damage. They're super good actually in terms of not taking much damage, but the stego, I guess, is still king after all that research I did. The Reaper Kings are pretty good as well. They only take 5 damage per hit from a normal turret. Pretty hard to get shot off of them if you walk forward as well, so they are good. But Stegos is still king, I'm afraid, just simply because they're so hard to get shot off that you can drain turrets that are all kinds of tricky angles, and often when you need to get the job done, that's what you do. So Stegos with loads of cakes and good saddles and a mate boost, probably still the way to go, as you can see here. So anyway, we started to drain the first turret tower, and I'll slip into some of the live gameplay right now so you can see what we were talking about and just our thought process during the whole thing.
More than 300 bullets in it.
Oh no, I think some of the top ones are done.
Oh, are they already?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind then.
Definitely should have brought some more cakes though.
Yeah, we're gonna need to.
Can somebody run back and grab more cakes while we're soaking?
There's cakes in here.
Yeah.
If you could just throw some more on our Stegos, that'd be awesome.
This thing is either dying or those turrets are draining because I ain't pulling out. I'm kidding, of course, but. Thank you, sir.
Just in my legs once.
Yeah, you want to just back it up just a hair, so you'll look up a little more.
Nah, it's fine.
Be a man.
Alright.
I'm gonna back up a look.
Can I destroy this other one you've put down?
Yeah.
Where's that tech rifle?
You want me to try to use it?
It's in my Reaper. Go ahead, you can grab it.
Check it.
Alright, so I think I've got to apologise here. In the middle of editing this video, I've gone through the footage presuming I just recorded it all, and I have not recorded any of from what you've just saw up to us getting in, which is really dumb of me because it's exactly what I wanted to show you guys, but I'll just explain it quickly, and then I have recorded some of the loot we got, which I guess is what you guys want to see as well. So very basically what we ended up doing is we ended up draining a lot of the ones at the bottom, which then allowed us to blow the gate in front, and then we went up to the left hand side of the gate to get a bit closer and use the tech rifle to shoot at the pillars there, and that did manage to eventually get the turrets down. Now it was really nice that we got that turret tower down. I've got to say that turret tower was absolutely stacked. Like, props to people who absolutely stack their turret towers, because I know advanced rifle bullet farming is a real pain, and that one was stacked, and it was real tricky because it was connected with that pillar at the top and the bottom, so you couldn't just blow one and it would fall. You had to blow both. So we got through that, and here is the footage of some of the stuff that we found in one of the vaults.
Oh yes, look at all the BPs, fellas.
Oh, this is the stuff.
Oh, I didn't see this one.
Oh
my god.
Oh, nice blueprints, boys. Nice blueprints.
Oh, look at the armor.
Yeah.
I'll take it those flags.
Decent
the artifacts.
Start looting.
Right.
Take off.
Bad
idea.
99 walls in there too, guys.
We're throwing it with the crab, aren't we?
Hey,
that makes me moist.
Hey, I'm a little encumbered here.
Well, why'd you take all?
Did you find any climbing pick BPs?
Oh, I want that.
We have climbing pick BPs.
We have climbing big PP.
57 armor apprentice negative saddle.
Oh, maybe they have hazmat suit BPs.
They do. Hazard suit blueprint.
I went from moist to wet just now.
This is a compound BP. Never mind.
That sucks. So some quite nice blueprints and gear there, but as always with raids like this, the main takeaway was all the advanced rifle bullets. You can imagine after the last raid and this one, our base is just so stacked. Even the heavies are full. But anyway, there was another turret tower that I did record us taking down. This one wasn't quite as exciting, but it's a mag. You didn't see the last one either. But yeah, this one wasn't quite as exciting, but we were excited about taking it down because the last tower, all the ones that we didn't soak, were absolutely stacked. So we saw this turret tower and thought, oh man, if we can take this down, we're going to have so many advanced rifle bullets. So you see this footage at least of us taking this one down.
I'm just using a few.
Oh, nice. Casey's going to be able to stand on that ceiling and see for the pillar.
You took all the C4, Dante.
What?
That's how up here when you took all the C4 off the Drake,
How much C4 did I have? I thought I only had 3.
you had like 6.
Timber! Money shot.
100
What?
bullets.
There's like 100 bullets in them. Yikes. 60 bullets in all these. What?
Oh god, no bullets.
I mean,
Bullets.
there's a few bags in the sky, but not many.
There was no bullets. Oh,
Wow.
Can't even grapple to those, can we?
oh that
Wow.
grief and headache for nothing.
Considering some of them were full, that's a joke. So kind of disappointing for us there that they obviously focused most of their advanced rifle bullets in the tower closest to their base, but then again, that makes sense. Now, because this guy obviously just snaked his whole tribe, I had no issues sitting there pretty much all morning. I got up in the morning and started with this raid, so I just got on, had loads of energy. I just sat there all morning with a coffee in hand and an auto clicker and completely foundation wiped the whole thing, which was pretty satisfying. Now, I know this is kind of a short video so far, or not even just a short video, but a bit disappointing that I didn't show you guys the actual taking down of that main tower, which is what I wanted to show you. So I've got some extra footage of some things here that I wasn't going to put in this video, but I'm going to put in here. So the first thing here is where I was just checking the spines that go across the top of the bioloom. A lot of them connect to the fertile area. And look at this super sneaky base. This stone base here, this is very, very nicely placed. I am one of these guys who will check every nook and cranny that I can find. But not many people are like me. So this guy was probably super surprised I found his base. And look what's inside. 780 advanced rifle bullets in a stone base that doesn't even have a wall on the side. Like, this guy hadn't even finished putting the wall. I guess he thought it was so hidden that he wasn't even in a rush to put the walls up or any defenses, which is very, very nice for me because I didn't have an explosive on me. So a crazy nice find there. This is a very, very nice area to go to if you want to be super sneaky. I wouldn't recommend building around this area if you want to be a big tribe because it is quite tricky to do that. This next bit is actually quite interesting. So at the end of this spine, there was a tribe that was building up that had a replicator and a transmitter. Now, this wasn't the first time I'd encountered this tribe. This tribe had built before in a really silly spot over in the fertile land. Obviously, if you've been building the fertile land, you're probably going to get raided, but most people left them alone, and for a week or two we'd left them all alone. I'd actually been over there, I'd had a chat with them sometimes. I was like, oh, I'll just leave these guys alone, they seem pretty chill and whatever. However, one of the other bigger tribes on the server decided to raid them one day. So they went and raided them and wiped them. Now, after that, they were super salty in the side chat. Like, don't get me wrong, of course you're going to be a bit annoyed that you've been wiped when you thought people were chill, but it's PvP, dudes. You might get raided, and if your defenses suck, then it's really got yourself to blame. So they got wiped, and just the stuff they were saying inside was so toxic. And like I said, I chatted to these guys before. They seemed like they were adults and everything. Like, maybe you'd expect it from whiny teenagers or something, but these guys were just so toxic. It just made me really dislike them. Like, I was kind of didn't really care about them either way, but I just really disliked them after that. So this is then about a week after they've been wiped. I found them at the bottom of this spine. Now, unfortunately, I didn't have time to actually go and raid them properly. They also had Reaper King down there, and I didn't want to just drop down there on my Drake and all of that. So I actually went back after finding them, got some C4, then came back with my Rock Drake and a turret I could put up and some beds and bloody blah. Now, by the time I'd done all of that, I think they'd noticed I was there because I shot down their generator, which was exposed, which was was just dumb. I just shot that with flame arrows. By the time I came back, they had uploaded a lot of the stuff. But as you're going to see here, I just dropped down thinking that they'd gone. And I thought, well, you know, let's just go down there and let's just destroy their transmitter that they've got there. That'll be quite frustrating. And I just wanted to get rid of whatever was left, just because I really just had a distaste for these guys after how annoying they were in the side chat afterwards. But as you can see, there was one guy left still there with a decent amount of stuff on him. He had a lot of blueprints, he had some advanced rifle bullets, so this was a bit of a turn up for the books. And also, this is a spot I guess maybe you guys could think about building in. It's not good really for farming, but if you are really looking to be hidden, maybe it's not too terrible. And obviously because they had the reprint there, if they hadn't have uploaded stuff, I think I would have had a tough time. Like, I was on my own, I had one other guy come in the end and actually try and help me get all the stuff. But either way, that was quite a nice and interesting little find there. Now, the last little clip I want to show you here, and those of you who made it to the end, we're going to have a nice secret word for the end of the video here, and it's going to be the word snipe, because I hit this really awesome sniper shot during a raid that we did, and this was a raid that wasn't really planned or anything, but one of our guys was online. There's like, oh, someone's building in one of the surface entrances that we use to go and get our drops, because a lot of tribes are built in one of them, but there was one still free that we used to get our drops. So they went in there and they tried to raid it, but they actually failed in the raid. It really sucked because these guys were quite smart about it. When they came online, there was like one or two of them online already, but then a lot of their stuff got soaked. I managed to get online. I came and did a little sniping and whatever, but it was really difficult to raid them in the end, because what they did, which was very smart, and if you're in this entrance I recommend doing something like this, so they put their turrets on medium, or might have been low, and then they just sat and waited for us to bring whatever we had up. Now, because they had so many foundations down there as well, whenever we'd come up, they'd run out with dino gates and trap our stuff in. So they managed to kill 2 of our Reaper Kings, I think, from them going in there, and after that we didn't really have the prep. 2 of our players just mysteriously logged off, like for no reason. It just went radio silent. So there's only 2 of us left after that, so we ended up just leaving. So it was a bit of a fail raid. Ended up getting rid of them a few days later, but either way, there was this really, really nice sniper shot in here that I thought you guys might want to see. Oh, I shot him off. I shot him off, boys.
Oh.
I shot him off it. Get him.
Alright, stop. I gotta...
So a bit of a win and a fail for the end of the video there. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, don't forget to smash that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new around here. And like I said, the secret word is snipe or sniper, something like that. Try and put it into a sentence rather than just saying the word. And of course, comments are on approval, but don't worry, I do approve all of them, as long as they're not giving the server number away or something like that. So I will read them and I will check them out. But that's it for now, guys. I'll see you all next time.